Yo, what is up? Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lynn. I'm here with a very special guest, Roberto. How do you say your last name again?
Iacomini.
Iacomini? Iacomini. Roberto
Yep.
Iacomini. How's it going, bro?
I'm good, bro. Thanks for having me on. Excited to be here.
Yeah, no problem, dude. I was gone this entire weekend, so kind of tell me how's it been aside from the air quality being freaking terrible and that.
That's just it, dude. The air quality. Oh my god. I honestly spent this whole weekend inside. I did not want to go outside and breathe that shitty air. Like, it's bad, man. It's horrible.
Yeah,
Like even to San Jose on Sunday to go visit family. No better down there. Actually, even worse. I mean, there's just fires all over the place right now. So
yeah.
I'm trying to be inside.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. Like, I was driving through kind of Central California, and like, I don't know how, bro. Like, I couldn't see probably like maybe like 500 yards ahead of me, like in the car. Like it looked like it was just some super dense fog, but
Yeah.
it's just like that, but like smoke. And then like on my way down, I was driving early in the morning, and then you could see like the fires on like the Altamont and stuff. Like it was like
Mhm.
glowing. It was kind of scary, but
Yeah. Yeah, I was coming over 84 to come back into Livermore yesterday. I actually couldn't see anything. Like, you come down 680 back from like the Fremont area towards
yeah,
Livermore. You look up, you usually see the hills. Could not see a thing.
yeah,
I mean, it was just so bad. I was like, wow. Check the weather app, and I was like, it said like very, very unhealthy air quality. I was
yeah,
like, oh my god. I actually read something that like this past weekend, like the Bay Area as a whole had like the worst air quality in the world.
oh
It
yeah,
was, yeah,
oh yeah,
believe it.
yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, apparently, like healthy air, like the index or whatever, healthy air quality is like 50 or like below 50.
Yeah,
It was like 270 or something.
I know. I saw
I was
it.
like, what the hell?
Horrible.
Just breathing
Horrible.
chunks of like shit and just
Yep.
ash. Oh my god,
Horrible.
that's horrible.
God bless the firefighters, though, man. Got to respect them.
Yeah, man. Shout out all the firefighters out there.
First
Um,
responders, man.
First responders in general. If you know any firefighters or anyone kind of out there fighting fires, God bless you guys, and hope you guys are staying safe.
We
But yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah. I'm even hearing talks of like evacuation. Even like people are posting like
I
the
know,
evacuation
dude. It's
stuff.
crazy. Like, my next door neighbors called my dad last night. They're like, "Hey, are you guys okay?" And my
Mhm.
dad's like, "Yeah, we're fine. Like, you guys all right?" And they're like, "We're ready to go. Like, we packed our bags, like this and that." Because like where I live is technically in the zone. It's like East Alameda County, which was when
Mhm.
the warning was pointing to the other day that came up. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw it.
If you live in like these zones, like be ready to go, like have bags packed. And I'm like, bro, like
Yeah,
yes and no. Like I'm only gonna like pack my bags and go if I get a call or a knock on my door directly saying like you guys need to get the fuck out of
yeah,
here. Like,
yeah,
it's good to take precautions,
yeah.
obviously, but I think there has been a little bit of an overreaction to an extent. But I mean, hey, gotta evacuate. You gotta evacuate.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know where I'd go if I were to be evacuated. I have no idea where I'd go. Just because it's like if my area is gonna get like evacuated, probably all of Livermore is probably evacuated at the time. So like if I do have to evacuate,
Yeah,
I'm probably not going anywhere because I'm probably done.
exactly. I don't know. I mean, I got some family like that I could go stay with, but it's
Yeah,
like even they're like all in the zones too. Like I said, I got family in San Jose, I got
yeah,
family in Fremont, and it's really no better down there. I mean, the smoke's just as bad.
yeah.
The fire that originally, I think this is still the main fire that's burning in
Mhm.
Livermore, Mines Road, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Mines. So Mines Road goes all the way. Like if you take Mines Road like in its entirety, it goes into like San Jose.
Mhm.
Like it goes over the mountains and shit. And like my grandparents who live down there live actually like really close because like their neighborhood backs up to those mountains. which is where the back end of Mines Road is. And they actually did have to evacuate on Thursday night. We went and picked them up, and they ended up staying out here with my aunt. But, I mean, it's really no better anywhere. I mean, that whole area, and like you said, I don't really know what we do in Livermore. I mean,
just crazy. a lot of random stuff happening, a lot of uncertainty. But
2020, man, crazy times.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like each month is something new. I know I say that a lot, but I mean, it's pretty much true. I mean, August is going to be the month of lightning and fires and possible evacuations and stuff, which sucks.
Insane.
But like, I mean, I can't even be out there for 30 minutes without, something over my face. And, I mean, hopefully now, I mean, with all the smoke in the air, it forces people to wear masks. But
yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Right. Yeah, you didn't want to wear your mask originally. Now you actually have a reason to wear it, so fucking wear it.
Yeah, like even yesterday.
If you didn't believe COVID was a big enough reason.
Yeah. Like even yesterday, I made this pit stop on my way back up, and like I was just using the bathroom and stuff. And there's this old ass dude, has his mask around his chin, does his business and walks outside, didn't put it on once, and he's just kind of walking around there, and it's just like, oh my God, like,
you hate to see it.
Like, we're actually fucked, like these fucking people are idiots. And I don't know, man. It's just like, I mean, the dude's probably like, on his last leg, probably 75 years old. Probably respiratory system, probably not the way it used to be. So I would hope that he would kind of pick, catch a clue, but guess he didn't. So he just didn't wear a mask and he went about his day, normally. So I don't know, man. Really don't know.
Yeah, like I said, there's just unfortunately been a lot of irresponsible people.
Yeah.
Not doing their part. I mean, do I like wearing a mask? No, of course I don't fucking like it. It sucks, but if I gotta do it to save people and like do my part in like helping the freaking whole country, I guess, get over this terrible thing, then you just gotta do it, man. I mean, you gotta just suck it up and freaking, I don't know, contribute.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Good.
But yeah, well, that's kind of what's going on now. But obviously, you've been watching the NBA playoffs. What's kind of been your?
I mean, kind of just honestly, like when the bubble, like when they started the seeding games, I wasn't really tuning in.
Yeah,
I didn't have any. I'm a Warriors fan, you know that. So I'm like already kind of like checked out of the NBA. But since the playoffs are going on, I've been watching.
Yeah,
it's all fun to watch playoff basketball. I mean, regardless of who your team is. So.
Well, what's
interesting, man?
Yeah, it has been really interesting. The East has been pretty, self-explanatory. Like, we all know what's going to happen in the East, but the West has been really.
Do we know what's going to happen in the East, though?
I don't know. I mean, everyone's, for the most part, it's been what I've expected on the East, but the West has been interesting. The West has been by far the most interesting.
See that game last night, Dallas Clippers?
I was in the car, but I was listening to it. To it, man. That was freaking insane.
Luka is no joke, bro. Luka is the real deal. He's putting the whole league on notice, putting the world on notice. I mean,
I
think if you were one of those people who were like criticizing him to the slightest, now that he just shut everyone up last night, like there's no doubt anymore. He's going to be an MVP for sure very soon.
Yeah, I mean, freaking last night he had like what 43 points, like 15 rebounds, or like 15 rebounds.
Wasn't it like 12 rebounds or 12 assists? He had a triple-double last night?
Yeah, he had a triple-double. He had a good-ass game. And then, I don't know.
Hobbled ankle, too.
Hobbled ankle. Yeah. And no Porzingis.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Porzingis, what's the extent? He's injured, right?
He, had some, knee soreness.
Right. See, I hope he gets back, recovered, because he's a vital part. If he is healthy. Honestly, if he's healthy with Luka and they're fully locked and loaded, Dallas is live, dude. Yeah. They can take anyone out. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they need him. But I
mean, a well-coached team too.
I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's Luka, if it's just Luka playing good, which it probably is, or if it's freaking Paul George. Playoff P is what he called
I mean,
himself.
it's both. It's both.
Pandemic P.
Pandemic P. Yep.
Dude, yesterday I saw that Paul George was trending on Twitter in he was trending 3 times.
I know. I saw that
It was
too.
like Paul George, Playoff P, and Pandemic P.
Pandemic P.
It was like the top 3 things. Just people just absolutely slaughtering him. So funny.
I mean, hey, he kind of asked for
Yeah.
it when he was talking shit about Dame. I mean, like, he asked for it. You know, he's jinxing himself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his shooting percentages have been horrible the past few games. Horrible.
Just
under, I think 30, like way under 30% from like the field and from 3. Just not good.
Yeah. It was like last year, like when he played the Blazers on OKC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, his shoulders were all taped up. I mean, shoot, he didn't do anything there, and
Nope.
Kawhi just kind of seems to be carrying the load, and even Lou Williams.
Kawhi's doing his thing. Like Kawhi's going to get his either way. He's proved himself to be elite.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt in my mind, but
Yeah.
I don't know what docs think. Like this zone rotation defense they're running. Kawhi has to be guarding Luka. That last shot. I mean, you can't have Reggie Jackson him on the perimeter. You just can't.
Yeah, at all times he needs to be defended by Kawhi Leonard. I definitely agree.
He has to be.
Or
and I mean, Luka's still going to get his too. Like Kawhi, like Luka could take anyone 1-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that Kawhi is so elite defensively, and you're not having, I think he's the best defender in the league still to this day. I still think he's the best 2A player.
Mm-hmm.
If you having that guy on Luka Doncic for the last play of the game, and you're doing the zone rotation shit with Reggie Jackson, this is what you're signing up for. Like,
yeah. I was surprised. I was very surprised because I didn't see it visually at first, but when the videos came out, I was just like, "Wait a minute, where's Kawhi?"
Yeah. I think Doc will recognize that going forward too. He'll make that adjustment. He's a smart enough coach.
Yeah.
He's
he's been there before.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
The playoffs, I mean, no, it's been interesting, man.
Yeah. Even that the Lakers series, it's been pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Obviously, game 1.
Excited. What they got? Game 4 on deck
game
tonight?
4 tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, pulling out the Mamba jerseys.
Yeah.
This one. That should be
what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's so awesome, man. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, man.
Yeah, we're actually doing this podcast on Mamba Day, but you guys will probably hear this, I don't know, maybe Wednesday or Thursday of this week. But yeah, it's Mamba Day, and it was his birthday yesterday too.
Yep. Happy birthday to Kobe, man.
Yeah.
God bless his soul. He's just so iconic in so many ways.
Yeah.
So many ways. Touched so many people. Just a true, great ambassador for the sport. Just overall, just a great guy, man. It's just a shame. That was the down. And I say this to everyone, dude. Once Kobe passed this year, that's it, dude. This year was a wrap. Like, the chain of events that took place after, I mean, you see how it's unfolded. It's just horrifying.
Yeah.
It's been a terrible year, but
yeah, it's been tough. And we have September, October. We got 4 months left. So
yeah,
I mean,
I've noticed despite all the bullshit that's happened, starting with Kobe's death, I think COVID low key speeds up how the year's going. For me personally, I've noticed that the months and the weeks are going by quicker.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you have that other side where it's just fuck, I need this year to be over. We got to get to January 1st as we can, and it seems like it's dragging on. So I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, it is weird. I mean, shit. I mean, I didn't even think I'd be in my second year of college already. I mean, just because the spring and summer semesters just went by so fast. So, yeah, man, going back to
summer classes.
Yeah, I did.
Me too.
Yeah, they were clutch. So got that 4.0.
Yeah, how many did you do?
I did 3.
I did 2.
You did 2? Yeah. Just I had to get some more units out of the way. So
same.
Yeah, but yeah, going back to Kobe, dude, I just remember that day. I think it was it was January, right? It was January, and like
Yeah,
yeah,
January.
it was
Yeah.
January. I forgot the day, but
It was very late in January.
yeah, it was late January. But dude, like it didn't really hit me till like a couple days after. Like I didn't
Me too.
like dude. Did you like watch like the funeral and stuff or like the
I
memorial
did.
service?
It was crazy. So I was working I still am employed. I was working at Lids at Stonebridge Mall before COVID happened, because the mall shut down
Yeah.
for a while. And I remember like I wasn't working the day it happened, but I came into work the following. I think Kobe died like right before the weekend, right? Like it was before the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I came into work that weekend. Lids actually did this really cool thing where, because we do hat embroideries and stuff, we can embroider logos, whatever you want.
Yeah.
And we did free like Mamba embroideries on any type of hat.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was just devastating, dude. Like my coworkers and me were just like, "Fuck!" Like Kobe's gone. That's when it hit me, like you said, like a couple days later, and it was hard, man. Like I ain't no Laker fan or anything, but everyone loves Kobe Bryant.
Everyone was a Kobe fan. Everyone's a Kobe fan.
No matter what team you support, like what sport you like, everyone knows Kobe. Like he's done so much just for sports as a whole, and it was devastating. I mean, devastating.
Yeah. Like I remember like on the day of the memorial service I came back home and I was just kind of watching and stuff. I watched the speeches I watched were what was it? It was I think Jordan's speech. Her Jordan's speech.
That was a very good speech.
That was good. And then obviously Vanessa Bryant's speech. That one actually made me cry. Like I actually cried watching it.
Oh, same. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and for them both, like just kind of talking about obviously Gianna and Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was definitely.
That made it a lot more harder to
Yeah.
digest, swallow. The fact that Gigi died too with him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
Yeah. I mean, it's like I don't know, because like when you think of Kobe, you just think of everything he does, in front of the camera, whether it be he's on the court or he's attending games, or even just pictures he takes with people, celebrities and stuff. But
absolutely.
Then she kind of talks about like like their interest and like what they did. He was just like he was a normal dad.
He was. I mean, dude, he literally had so much life left in him. Like he was just getting started. Everything that he was doing with like his producing and his filming. Shit, he won an Oscar, dude, for a short film. Yeah. I mean, he's not a filmmaker or anything. He's a former NBA player, and he won a freaking Oscar. Like he had so much more of that type of stuff to look forward to on the business side of the world in his life. On top of obviously being a mentor to his daughters, and especially Gigi, man, like she had a very bright future ahead of her. Yeah. Very, very bright future. She was bound for the WNBA, no question. So, I mean, just it's hard to talk about it, man. Yeah. Like, I think everyone was severely affected by it if you had even the littlest of knowledge of basketball or sports in general.
Yeah, I mean, even just like the basketball stuff aside, it's at the end of the day, it's a father and a daughter that lost their lives, including the others that rode in that helicopter that day.
Right.
Really, really hard to kind of put into words kind of how like, that event could shape someone. But yeah, man, it's definitely hard to talk about. But, you kind of look at guys like Pau Gasol, he's like looking after him and stuff, which is awesome.
I saw that. Ray was with the family, a couple days ago? Or
last week? Yeah. I saw the pictures, and obviously, Allen Iverson saying what he needs to say. MJ,
and LeBron, dude. I know LeBron wasn't at the funeral.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, at least they didn't show him. Yeah. Maybe he didn't want to be shown on camera, which I understand. I'm no LeBron fan. Yeah. I mean, I'm no LeBron fan in terms of basketball, but. God, dude, watching his speech before that Portland game that he gave to the Staples Center crowd was just touching, man. Very, very moving speech,
Yeah.
Right from the heart,
Yeah.
Obviously, you got Michael's speech that he gave at the funeral and or the memorial. I mean, It's crazy.
Yeah, it definitely brought the basketball community together.
Yep.
To kind of remember,
100%.
to remember someone that has done so much for the game and for like our country in general with everything that
Yeah.
he's doing overseas or in the States. But yeah, he
Yep.
was really just a bright person and he had a ton of stuff going for him. So it would have been nice to
And you know
see.
what? Actually, and it's not even just like I was saying earlier. He touched not only just the basketball community, all the sports communities. Because I know you're not a big soccer guy. You know, I'm a big soccer guy.
Yeah.
And he had some serious ties to a lot of big soccer clubs in Europe. A lot of retired players who are just legends of the game. Everyone was devastated. I mean, they did shit, man. He spent 3 years of his life in Italy,
Yeah.
younger. So he had actually a really close tie with this club in Italy called AC Milan, and did a memorial for him. Like they honored him before the games they were doing back then, and like it was just really crazy to see how many lives that Kobe touched. You know, all over the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you also talk about other sports. I mean, yeah, he passed away during the Pro Bowl. So if you kind of if you kind of hear like or you see like kind of the, NFL kind of does the behind the scenes stuff with like audio and micing people up at halftime, everyone kind of finds out and it's just like, damn, and then even baseball too, like the entire LA Dodgers team, did the national anthem in Kobe jerseys.
Saw that.
Yeah, I mean, MMA guys, boxing guys, everyone pays their respect, whether they're a tennis player, swimmer, friggin' movie star, singer, I mean, it's insane. He, like, everyone that day knew, that this country and this world lost someone who was very valuable. So,
lost a very valuable person indeed.
Yeah. So, what's kind of like your
Kobe, man.
Yeah, what's kind of like your best memory of like Kobe?
Dude, I mean, I know this is recent. I mean, when his last game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's and there's plenty. I can go on about early in his career, the Kobe and Shaq days. Yeah. I can go on with him winning the finals in 2010 to 2009. But that last game he had, I watched that whole game live. Yeah. I think you probably did too, and a lot of fans. That was just incredible, man. There's just no other way to put it. I mean, to drop 60 in your farewell game.
Yeah.
And after all he had been through late in his career, particularly that season, the Lakers sucked. They had a rough his last 3 years of his career were rough because he had the Achilles injury, all the other stuff going on behind the scenes with freaking D'Angelo Russell and all the guys. For him to come out there and put a vintage performance on when he was, how old was he when he retired? 35, 6?
Old.
Right?
He was an old man, yeah.
Older than that? I don't really remember the age, but for him to come out there and drop 60 and for them to win the game like that was just, it just embodied his whole career, man, the Mamba mentality, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was only fitting.
That's one of my best sports memories ever. Like, I'm so glad I watched that live.
Yeah, it was very fitting. Obviously, the pregame ceremony was dope when they had, videos of like Shaq, Melo, Durant, Curry, and a bunch of other guys there too. It was really cool to see that. Dirk, Greg Popovich. And then like that, the pregame ceremony was touching. And then, obviously just putting on a display like that was just so much fun. It was, the sold out crowd looked like it was a game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Oh, the Staples Center was erupting. It was like the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. And then just, his last, I think they pulled him out with a minute or 30 seconds left. He got that big ovation and stuff. And can't say enough about it. You can't say enough about it.
That's a script you can't write, man.
I don't know, man. I don't get I've never had a favorite athlete in general or a favorite player for one sport. But man, dude, Kobe's up there definitely. Kobe's up there.
Absolutely, 100%.
First kind of pro athlete I even knew. First basketball game I ever watched was a Lakers versus Nuggets game. So I didn't even know I didn't even know who the Lakers were at first, but the first person I saw first was Kobe. I'm like, damn, number 24. I mean, he's pretty good. So, I mean, yeah.
I'm just glad that we were able to witness him grow as a player and as a man, I know I got older cousins who are like 5-6 years older than me that actually got to watch him from like when he entered the league all the way to his death, unfortunately. And, just to see how many lives he touched again, it's just, it's inspiring.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
The Mamba mentality will always live on. And that's why so many athletes from all kinds of sports look up to him, because that's something that is you can instill within you. You can work as hard like he did, and you can see all the success and prosperity come with it. And I think he's going to go down as one of the hardest working athletes, no question.
No question, yeah.
Him and MJ and
100%.
LeBron, all these guys. I mean,
I mean, no one's ever been able to match it. No one's found like the exact blueprint of what it is. But what you said about the Mamba mentality, it's definitely something that inspires. It instills, confidence and, trust in someone, and it definitely is something that athletes can use to, or just anyone in real life, honestly, whether even if you're not playing a sport, even if you're, just working a 9-to-5 job, or even if you're like, I don't know, a painter or something, or just anything, you can instill it. And I think that's the most special thing, because you see all these athletes and stuff, a lot of their motivation is towards, training and eating right and dominating in your sport. But the Mamba mentality is something that's, it can be used in anything. I think that's,
it really just embodies a person's drive and hard work. That's what it is.
Yeah. And I think that's incredible. And I think that's very special. So,
definitely.
But yeah, man, rest in peace to Kobe.
Yep.
I mean, I'm
shout
just,
out Vanessa Bryant and her family.
Yeah. I'm just thankful I was able to experience and, see him play in, towards the end of his prime and towards the end of his career. And
Me too.
Always a special guy. Touched so many lives, but just thankful I was able to see him. So
same here, brother.
Yeah. So anyway, dude, saw the lottery. I didn't even know the lottery was like.
I didn't watch it. I just got the update on Bleacher Report after. I was like,
I saw the Knicks got the 8th pick. I was like, Jesus. Well,
yeah, Knicks will never catch a break, unfortunately. Man. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know you're a Knicks fan.
No, I left.
You left?
I left. I'm currently a free agent right now.
Hey, it's not late to jump on the Warriors bandwagon.
I don't know about that yet. I think it'll be a while before I trust the team again. But
yeah, I know, dude.
Really just couldn't stand it. I don't know what happened, but you know what? It just kind of summarizes the past 10 years, I would say. But
James Dolan's got to go, dude. Until he sells the team.
Just sell the team. It's a curse.
Right for them, I'm telling you.
It's a curse, man. And then the Warriors got the number 2 pick.
Yeah, there's a lot we could do with that. I was excited. I knew we were going to get either 1 or 2. Then it's just how I knew it was going to happen. Doesn't really make a difference because, a lot of the top there's only a few really top prospects. It kind of sucks. I was talking about it with my dad, for the actual, scouts and, management crews of the NBA teams, there was no NCAA tournament this year.
Yeah.
They could really identify, talent that maybe they wouldn't have seen before.
Yeah.
Because really in the tournament, there's guys, who end up on, a team that goes, to the Final Four or something that maybe they weren't even on the radar at all. And they just, light up the tournament, have a really spectacular.
He's like John Morant, dude.
Like John Morant, exactly.
John Morant.
It raises their draft stock.
Oh yeah.
So it kind of must suck for it, not only for the players of the collegiate teams last year, but the NBA executives and stuff who are scouting them. So really all we know about is there's Anthony Edwards, there's James Wiseman, LaMelo Ball. That's
That's
what
it.
I can do. Those three right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, as a Warriors fan, like, I won't be mad at all if we take James Wiseman. We have not had like a dominant center.
Yeah.
The whole championship run, that's been the missing link. Even though we didn't need one necessarily with our system, but I just think it'd be nice to have.
Yeah.
So do that, or we could look into trade packages.
Yeah.
I'm hearing the Giannis thing a lot. Don't think that's really realistic. I think if we are going to get Giannis, it's going to be in free agency.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm good either way. Number 2 pick's good to have. There's a lot you can do with it.
Definitely. And I mean, I've even heard talks of like even Joel Embiid, but I don't really see that happening just because he won't fit in. But
I think if with Philly, if they're going to get rid of either Simmons or Embiid, I think they're going to get rid of Simmons.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
I think they got to get rid of Embiid. I don't know what it is.
That's not like my personal opinion. I agree with you, but I just have a gut feeling that if they're going to offload someone, it'll be Simmons. I don't know why.
And my thing with Embiid is kind of just, I mean, he's dominant rebounder, dominant inside game. You got a little bit of a mid-range shot, but the thing with him is that he's just slow. He needs to.
He's injury prone.
Yeah, he's injury prone. Hasn't been real consistent playing an entire season. But yeah, I think Simmons is obviously much more athletic, much more versatile. I mean, he's got to develop that shot a little bit.
He has to learn how to get a jump shot.
Definitely got to learn how to shoot. But I think what you could do is, they're kind of stuck with the Al Horford and Tobias Harris deal. But I think if they could find a way to get some like shooters around Simmons, that could work. But I don't know. They just fired their coach today.
I saw that.
So yeah, it'll be kind of interesting to see where the Sixers go from here.
I just saw an alert before we started the podcast that they were going to look into possibly getting Ty Lue to replace Brett Brown. That's what they said.
It's a possibility. I've heard Popovich to the Nets.
I don't know if that'll happen.
I don't know if he'll leave San Antonio though.
I think he wants to retire Spur. Just so you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he likes coaching Durant, but yeah, going back to Philly, I mean, it's just kind of. It's really going to be interesting to see where they go because it looked like they had everything together, like especially last year when they had Jimmy Butler, and JJ Redick, and then Tobias Harris was still what we thought he was. But I mean, that starting lineup was just insane. But I mean, obviously, Toronto knocked them out, and they were a game away.
Look at Philly, dude. Like on paper this year, everyone was picking them.
Yeah.
They were the favorites, I think, if I'm not mistaken, over the Bucks actually before the season to come out of the East, right?
I think so. They were one of the top 3 teams.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was like raving about the Horford deal. Like, oh, we got Al Horford. Now we can play him with Embiid, with Simmons, with Josh Richardson, and Tobias Harris. And everyone's like, this is going to be an all-world defensive team. But look how that turned out. So,
I mean, can't really swallow a performance like that, getting swept in the first round. Pretty unacceptable with those expectations put on you. So,
yeah, with or without Ben Simmons, I agree.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Philly does. But in general, I'm just kind of glad sports are back. Definitely getting something to do, but So
hoping the NFL pulls it off. That's fingers crossed for. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much faith I have in that, but we'll see how. I guess week 1 is the season starts next month. So
2 weeks or next month. September 10th is the first game.
It's less than a month. Yeah, so, Kansas City, Houston. So
I'm hoping it plays out too. I mean, it seems like this is like one of the more anticipated seasons that I think we've ever had. Just with the fact with this new draft class coming in, the schedule looks really good. I mean, there's a ton of good games, and like the talent's a lot more spread out this year. So, I mean, a lot of people in a lot of new different places. So, obviously the new stadiums, the freaking Death Star, and then what is it, SoFi Stadium in LA.
Yep.
So it'll be a ton of fun to see how this season kind of plays out. I'm excited, and I really hope we can find some way to get a full season in there, just because I want to see these guys compete. But
Yeah, man. I mean, I was hearing the other day, like, I think they are allowing teams to do limited fan attendance. I think the league's giving them that opportunity, but I think it's really going to come down to the owners of the particular franchises. Opening up to fans or not. I don't really know. I'm a Raider fan, so I've heard mixed things. I've heard, like, Mark Davis said a few weeks ago, yeah, no, fans are not allowed in this year. Like, that's not happening. And then I've also heard, like, that the season, because I have friends who are season ticket holders for the Raiders, coworkers. Wow. Yeah, so they, like, he just sent out, like, the box with, like, all the goodies and stuff, like, for the annual Vegas season to the season ticket holders. And now I'm hearing, like, oh, season ticket holders can go. Like, those will be the limited fans, like, just the season ticket holders. So I don't know what's going to happen, but as long as they can, like, ensure safety, that's all that matters. Like, I'm not trying to have the season stop, like, week 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We don't want that. I mean,
there's so many players and executives and staff members, coaches that have to get tested. It's already a shit ton of people. That's my fear, dude. Like, an average football game, you got at least over 100 freaking people each team. You got to get tested and stuff. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll definitely be a season to remember. But hoping we can get a full season in. But yeah, man. So. How's school going for you?
A lot of expectations. I have a lot. This is, like you said, probably the one NFL season I'm actually really anticipating in a long time.
Yeah.
A lot of storylines to talk about.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, Tom Brady, freaking how the Patriots will do without him. Just will the Chiefs repeat? You know, stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just have to see. Hoping that goes down the way we're all hoping it does. But so how's kind of school going for you right now?
It's good, man. I'm at Law Spa like you, so right now I'm just, in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, the fall semester of 2020 is really, you know, I got 5 classes.
Same.
I get a couple more of my prereqs done for my degree, for my AA degree, so I can transfer this semester, and then we'll see. The goal is to keep above a 3.4 cumulative after the fall, so I can apply for the TAG program, Transfer Admission Guarantee, and I'm trying to use that to get into UC Santa Barbara.
There you go.
So that's the top choice, and then I'm going to be applying to Cal Poly, Long Beach, Fullerton, all the schools down there. That's really where I'm trying to go.
Yeah.
So
totally, man.
Yeah, Law Spa's been good. It's not. I don't mind the online stuff. I got used to it pretty quick when we transitioned in the spring. I know a lot of people don't like it. I ideally, obviously, don't. I mean, I don't want to have it, but I'm used to it at this point. You know, it's not bad. You just got to stay on top of your stuff.
Yeah.
So
even
not bad.
Even junior college, like I could care less if the school's in person or online. I mean,
exactly. Yeah, it's like, what are we missing out on? We're not missing out on much. We're living a little more still.
Like I'd be pissed if, you know, I paid, I don't know, X amount of dollars to go to a 4-year and then have to do Zoom classes. But glad I'm not in that position right now. But the goal, like you, is to transfer after the spring. Are you transferring after fall?
No, I'm trying to transfer by fall 2021. So
okay. Okay.
Spring 2021 will be my last semester at Las Positas.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we kind of got the same. Yeah. I'm looking to transfer.
What are you trying to do? Where are you trying to go?
I'm trying to go down south too, whether that be down south in California or down south somewhere else, whether it be Texas or Arizona, something like that. But
nice.
I'm really just trying to get, you know, I've already like done a spreadsheet for like my colleges that I want to apply to, and kind of got like numbers and stuff. So like when I do apply, you know, it's all kind of just, you know, I have all the information in front of me. But I know, Mike's already going to San Diego State. I'd love to join him there.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'd love to join him there, but you know, we got to get in first. So we'll see how that goes. And, you know, we already got a spot down there, and that's why we were down there this past weekend. So, we'll kind of see how that goes. But yeah, even if San Diego State isn't an option, I hope I still have, you know, other choices. I'm apply to Fullerton too. But but yeah, we'll kind of see how it goes. I'm kind of just taking it one semester at a time. The only thing that's on my mind right now is just throwing up another 4.0, so I can kind of
Yeah.
see what my options are after that. But yeah.
Man, that's good shit, man. Have you started? I mean, I don't know. Have you started apps yet? They're open.
Yeah, they're open. I'm gonna
I
start
just
them.
started like a week ago. So.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna start them this week or the week after. I'm also gonna apply to some scholarships that I heard about. So,
That's smart.
yeah, maybe get that number down a little bit, but we'll kind of see. It's
Definitely.
it's a lot of shit going on right now. Obviously,
Yep.
school starts up. Got to get that out of the way. Yeah, apps and college stuff, and yeah, just honestly, like advice is just to kind of just get on that shit. If you ever get to this point in your life, guests or guys, but freaking yeah, it's stuff you got to get on, and
Stay on top of it.
definitely don't wait till last minute because I know some
Yep.
people
Stay
that
on top.
yeah. So, but yeah, we'll
What's
kind of see how it goes.
Mike's like living situation like down there? Is he in a house, apartment, or what's
Yeah,
he doing?
he's in a condo.
Okay.
So it's like 10 minutes away from campus. If you walk, it's 10 minutes. If you
That's
drive,
good.
it's maybe like 3 or 4. So he's
Nice.
really close. Yeah, he's got a nice kitchen. He's got 2
Is he by
bedrooms.
himself or how many roommates?
He can have one roommate. It's like a 2-person
Okay.
one, so he hasn't really
Okay.
found a roommate yet, but we'll kind of see how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got it pretty good down there. He's in a pretty good area. So yeah, he's excited. He's ready to go, but I don't think he's
What's
leaving
up?
yet. So we'll kind of see. But
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, San Diego. I mean, can't go wrong with living anywhere down there. It's beautiful.
no, you can't. I mean,
Beautiful.
the air quality is not shit like up here right now. So a
All
lot
that
of
fresh ocean air to breathe.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do, or a lot of stuff's open. So it's yeah. Southern California a lot looser, obviously, than Northern California. So
Yeah.
I actually went outside. Like I actually did I actually went to a restaurant and like sat down and ate for the first time. I was super sketched out, but like yeah,
I did that too recently.
Yeah.
I was actually same thing, dude. I was down in Pismo, Santa Barbara, early August
Yeah.
with my family and my friend. And yeah, like we were sitting down to eat, and I was like, dude, feels like an eternity since I've done this.
Yeah. It felt good to not have to do the dishes for a while. But yeah,
I feel that.
It was cool though. It was cool. I was a little sketched out at first because like some of the tables were a little closer than others, but I don't know. I mean, honestly, if you're smart about it, you'll be fine. You go to the right places. But yeah, it was cool. Definitely makes me miss what we could be doing right now versus what is going on. But I don't know, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm just hoping this new year, like when this, like I'm hoping like at the end of like this year, like these last 4 months, everything kind of just starts like winding down. Like the fire cease in like September. October, they kind of start figuring out stuff with like social injustice. November, the election goes the way people want it. And then, hopefully by December, COVID kind of just like, winds down.
Yeah,
That would be awesome. But, there's no
times,
guarantee.
man. I mean, look, I'm just about COVID. Like, I've heard, I mean, there's encouraging things about vaccines and stuff, which is nice to hear. My thing is, like, I've always been of the mindset since this started, they're saying, okay, the vaccine, like it needs to happen. Yes, I support a vaccine being made. Don't get me wrong. I totally get it. Give it to the most vulnerable, the elderly, people with pre-existing conditions. I'm personally like, I don't really get flu shots or any of that. I'm not a big vaccine guy.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is if the vaccine's made, say by the end of this year, and it's widely distributed, the call is wherever you go, community, wherever, 4-year, they're going to mandate it for sure. They have to.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah.
So I'll get it if I have to, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I want to see how safe it is first.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, people have views on that. I get it. But yeah, I mean, hopefully something happens. I don't care if it's a pill. I don't care if it's something you gotta sniff, I really don't care. But yeah, I'm hoping we kind of get back on track. But
it seems like we're slowly, more data has come out on the disease, and they're finding therapeutics that somewhat work and at least lower the death rate.
Yeah,
that's encouraging. Yeah, I really think a vaccine will be a game changer. If it's safe and it does produce immunity, then I think we're going to be looking good towards mid 2021. We should be somewhat back to normal. I feel.
Yeah, so
should be nice.
But yeah, I mean that's the future. But I mean, we got to kind of just make do of what's going on now. I mean, it's an everyday, I don't know, struggle, I guess sometimes for some people. But people like you and I, we're just trying to, get through it. And that's kind of why I even started this, that's kind of why like I post a lot on my channel. Well, not as much anymore because of school and stuff, but it's just kind of kept me something, to do. And hopefully one day I can go back and kind of watch some of these or listen to these and kind of see how life was like. But, cause I started filming maybe like I started filming literally the day the shelter in place, order, came in, and, I'm still doing stuff. So,
right.
Yeah. I mean, very important to find things to do. I know you have your personal things, and, people in general have been doing, stuff to, not get crazy, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It really is hard, and hopefully someday this will end, and hopefully someday we can kind of get life back on track and not have to talk with people through computers and stuff. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, again, just take precautions and do your part. That's all. I mean, when you're out in the public, just know what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Know what you gotta do, and just be smart about it. But I mean, generally, I see all these people. It's kind of funny. Like, I see all these people who are like post on social media that like they'll freak out about like COVID and shit, and they'll like, what the fuck? No one's wearing masks. Like, you guys got to do your part. But these are the same people who are going back to colleges right now, like out of states and shit, and partying with like frats, sororities, whatever. I'm like, wow, the hypocrisy. It's just amazing, Like, it's like, don't be saying one thing and then freaking go back and you still continue to say shit about other people, but you're out there contributing to the spread just as much. So that shit kind of bugs me. But I mean, again, just do your part. And I've spent like my whole summer, and considering the circumstances, it really wasn't that bad. I was still doing stuff like my friends. I've been hanging around like the same 5 to 7 people the whole summer. And I've literally 2 of my close friends got tested at one point, and they're both negative, thank God. Yeah. So, I mean, like, as long as everyone just kind of like keeps their, select groups intact and stays around the same people, then it's fine. But don't be going out to like parties with like 20 plus people. That's just not smart right now.
Yeah. And it's the parties that have kind of contributed the most, Like, just like random, just like hangouts with your buddies is fine, but like you saw like the things on the news, like they shut down a party in New Jersey with like 150 plus people.
Yeah,
like,
what how about all the shit? I mean, University of North Carolina, dude.
Yeah.
Stuff. I mean, I'm talking about like just because you're going out of state and like leaving California to go back to school doesn't mean like, oh yeah, like I get a pass, I can just go do whatever the hell I want. It's like, keep that energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people were talking shit, like, about others in our area months ago. Whole summer, and now they're going back. I've seen people go back to freaking Boise and Arizona, you name it, just out of state. And they're out partying with their sororities and their frats. I'm like, dude, you guys are so hypocritical. Like, I don't know. Yeah, man.
I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully, something will happen, but I don't believe in, karma, but, we'll kind of see just what happens. But hopefully people can, like, start to figure it out if it hasn't been clear enough the entire time. But, yeah, man, I mean, that's just kind of it. But I don't know. I really don't know. But
we'll see what happens. I guess the next 3 to 4 months are really going to tell a lot about 2021 will be looking as a whole, in my opinion. So
so really just trying to be optimistic at this point, but I don't know. Yeah.
Any bit of good news is great,
Yeah. It's a win in my book, so.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. That's kind of all I have. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, or just
really, no. I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to continue to watch the NBA playoffs and curious to see how that unfolds. I will not be surprised if there are a few upsets that take place. People going into the season were like, oh, it's going to be Lakers, Clippers, Western Conference Finals, and then whoever wins will play the Bucks in the finals. So it's not that way right now, in my opinion. I mean,
I don't know about that.
Considering the fact that they're in a bubble and there's no home court advantages going on, everyone's live. Everyone's live.
Yeah, it's definitely an equal playing field.
Yeah, totally. And
it's a whole new game.
If someone like Dallas goes all the way, or someone, Miami, Boston, just a team that no one saw, I think it'd be good for the league. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are like, oh, no, like I want to see the box office players, like, LeBron versus Kawhi in the Western Conference, Lakers, Clippers. Like, I don't really care about any of that shit. I like the underdog stories more. So I will not be mad if Luka takes his team all the way, or Portland. I don't know if they will, but if Dame's able to get them over, through the Lakers and somehow has a miraculous run, that'd be sick. So I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely just got to sit and watch and see, man. But yeah, it'll be interesting. It definitely will be. But I'm kind of gonna start closing it down. But Roberto, good luck in your college, applications and stuff. Hopefully you can that stuff all works out. And thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you. Let's do this again sometime, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. I've already done a part 2 with someone, so I mean, we might have to run it back again, hopefully. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on, man. Good luck in good luck in school this semester, and good luck in those applications. Hopefully, you can get to where you want to be, and just make it a better. Yeah, hopefully, you can make use of like these last 4 months, and hopefully something does change. But continue to stay safe. With all the fires and stuff and all the smoke. And
yes, sir.
Yeah, that goes to anyone listening. Stay safe out there. Wear your mask. I mean, it kind of seems like I say this every week, but like at what point, what does it do? But hope you guys have a good rest of the week, good weekend. I'll see you next week, and we'll have another episode out. I'm not really sure how many more episodes I'm gonna have. Just with everything getting back in the mix, but we'll kind of judge it. Follow Roberto on Instagram. His link will be on the screen and down below. Check him out. And yeah, man, make sure you like and subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.